If you are asked if a number is the solution to an equation, you can determine that by plugging the number in for the variable into the equation and seeing if you get a true equality statement. So if you're trying to determine if 7 is the solution to the equation 2x minus 4 equals 6, you plug 7 in for the variable x. So we're going to go ahead and write 2 times 7, so having plugged 7 in for x, minus 4 equals 6. Is that a true statement? Does 14 minus 4 equal 6? 14 minus 4 is 10. So no, this is not a true equality statement. 10 does not equal 6. That means that no, 7 is not the solution to this equation. It's not the value of x that makes this equation true. Now this is exactly the sort of strategy we're going to use to check our answers after solving an equation. So if we look at this first equation, 2x minus 4 equals 6, we solved it in our previous notes page. 2x minus 4 equals 6. We got x equals 5. So after we've used inverse operations to solve the equation, we can perform the check by plugging what we got for our solution. Let's use the highlighter for that. We can plug what we got for our solution in for x and see if we get a true statement. If we do, we know that we're correct and we didn't make any mistakes when solving. So does 2 times 5 minus 4 equal 6? 2 times 5 is 10. And 10 minus 4 is 6. So yes, 6 equals 6 is a true equality statement, and therefore when we're performing the check, we can just write a little check mark that yes, my solution x equals 5 is the number that makes this equation true. Next equation we solved on the previous notes page, 2 times x minus 4 equals 6. We got x equals 7. So we're going to check, is 7 the solution? I sure hope so. So I'm going to plug 7 in for x and see, does 2 times 7 minus 4 equal 6? Does 2 times 3 equal 6? 6 equals 6 is a true equality statement, so yep, I can do my check mark. I have checked my answer. Last two, these are also the solutions I got when I solved, negative 20, negative 16. That's what I got when I solved using inverse operations. So this is how we found the solution. The check is how we check that we didn't make any mistakes when solving. So does negative 20 divided by 2 plus 4 equal negative 6? Negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. Does negative 10 plus 4 equal negative 6? Yep. So I've performed the check for my solution to this equation. Last example, plugging in negative 16 for x. Does negative 16 plus 4 divided by 2 equal negative 6? Just going to go ahead and evaluate. Negative 16 plus 4 is negative 12. Is this true? Does negative 12 divided by 2 equal negative 6? Yep, true equality statement, negative 6 equals negative 6, and I have checked my solution. It is correct.